Welcome to Homa Studio's Python Turtles series. This is the first in a series of videos that will introduce exercises using the Python Turtle module. It comes installed with Python. And we'll begin with a short review of the resources that will allow you to utilize the Turtle module. Now, one of the last videos in the Python for Beginners series introduced the Turtle module, and it was using repl.it or repl.it. And what we did was we were able to draw these little shapes here with a little arrow. It can look like a turtle if we choose. And we imported the Turtle module and we imported the random module, and everything worked in this online IDE, and that's the one that we're going to work in primarily. But another place to check out would be Trinket.io. This is the first place that I was introduced to Python Turtles, and it's a very nice website, and I use it in my classes where I teach. You can create a free account, and even without creating an account, you can go to Learn, and you can see a whole bunch of things about Python Turtles, as well as Python as well, and you could use other languages, but we're focusing on Turtles here. And if you go to Start Learning, you'll see examples and exercises, and you could kind of explore some of the code that's there. And it has this little built-in area that's, I think it has Sculpt as the engine that's running that, but these things can be embedded into web pages, and you can send links of these. You could share these, and people don't have to be signed in to look at your Turtle code. So this is a good place to check out in the beginning. You can also create an account and do something called trinkets. This is called My Trinkets. These are example trinkets, kind of like if you're in CodePen and you see all the sample pens. These are not the ones that I did, but once you create trinkets, you can create your own. Now, one thing I just want to point out with the Turtle module, and I'll create a trinket here, you'll see that there's locks by Python 3. And you might think, well, I want to use Python 3, and we will. We'll use Python 3 code, but you can still choose Python. That will be free, and you can make as many trinkets as you wish. It just means it'll output with Python 2 code at times. You can still use Python 3 code. For example, if I did print, I could use my regular print, and I'll make this bigger. Let's just do 7 divided by 3. I'll just print that out, and I'll run that. You can see it creates a little console here. It's actually outputting float division here just by using Python 3 code. So you can use Python 3 code. It will also accept Python 2 code. Now in repl.it, if we did this, it would actually do floor division where it would only give us a 2. If we do it here, it actually converts it into Python 3 code. So you shouldn't have any problem other than something, just for example, between Python 2 and Python 3 or 2.7 and 3.7, whatever versions you happen to be using. One of the things you can't do in here is use f strings. So if I put name equals Rich and I made a string for my name and I wanted to output that by using f strings, and that's the one where we put an f and then we create the string, and I'll just put hello, and then in curly brackets you can put the variable name like that and then end the string. And typically you can print that out with Python 3.7, you can print that out and it'll put Rich in there. If you do it here, you'll get an error, and you have to do it the old way. So you'd have to leave this empty or put the index number in here and then just do format, and then in parentheses, then you put the variable name. So you can do it like this. This will still work, and you'd take out the f there because we're not using f strings. So that'll work in there. So everything we need to do, we could do in here. And again, the Turtle module is more of a learning kind of framework. So we're not going to be building big projects with it. We'll just be doing exercises that'll help us learn programming a little bit better. Now you can save these trinkets in here. I could go in here and save this, and I could just say, intro, whatever this is. This isn't, I'll probably delete it anyway, but I can save this. And there it is, and it's showing up smaller now. But then I can share this with somebody. Not that I would want to, but I could share this. I can share a link. The only thing with this link is when you send it, it doesn't have your username. Even if you create an account, it won't have your username in it like repl.it does. repl.it will put your username in there, and people can go see your repels. That may be good or it may not be good. As an instructor, all my students could go in and see my repels if they know my username. That's just something you have to take into consideration, whether you're just learning Turtles or whether you're teaching it. So you can share code very easily, and who's ever receiving that code does not have to log in to be able to view your trinkets. So this is a very nice environment to work in. You can do HTML and JavaScript. You can do other things if you sign up for a paid account, which isn't very much at all. It's a nice platform. There's a lot to learn in here. I like using it, but I like repl.it better because it's a little more powerful. It's a little more grown up, and there's more modules that you can use. And when I say modules, here you can see there's the math module, there's the Turtle module, which we're going to be using, there's the random module. But in repl.it, we can use the TK Inter module and a couple other ones that you may have to pay for in here. So I do like repl.it a little bit better. I like the flexibility of it and the opportunity to use a lot more programming languages. But if you want to start out, this isn't a bad place to start out. I'll copy this code from repl.it and I'll put it in here. And I'll try it out. And just so you see how it works, they have a run button here. And there it is. It's making my random polygons. And there also is a console that'll show up below here when you need to put something in a console. You know, just for example, if I put print hello here and I ran it, after it runs it, it shows the hello showing up here in a little console. So you can do some console work in here if you need it. If you like this interface, it's a nice one to use. Now also, I mentioned that in repl.it, we're going to use import turtle and as well as other modules in here. So the same thing will occur. It'll create this little GUI area with a white background and we could change colors and things like that. If you need to know more about the turtle module, also just do a search for turtle Python and you'll come up with the Python website, and they'll have all the documentation on turtle graphics. You'll see that there's a screen class and a turtle class that we'll be working with. So there's lots of information here. So if you need to look up methods and see how they work, all this stuff is in here. I don't think you're going to go through here and want to memorize everything, but it's a good place to check out. Now, one other thing I just want to point out before we stop this video is if you want to work locally, like in VS Code. And I already copied code here in VS Code, and I have a file called draw square, and I put repl on here. And if you go to run this from VS Code, and I'll just go here and say run Python file in terminal, it'll actually show up really quick and then go away. And if you want it to stay, all you have to do here is just write something. And now this is for local. You don't have to do this in repl.it, but if you just create a variable, I'll just call it win equals turtle.screen. That's using the screen class, and here it shows up here. And remember, with a class, you have to put the parentheses. So I have a turtle for the turtle class, and I have a window for the screen class. And then at the end, all that you have to do is just somewhere at the end, you can do two things. You can do exit on click, or you could just do window or win dot, I think main loop we used in the past to just keep that window looping. And if you just do that, it should keep it up so that now if we run it, this window will stay up until we close it. And you can also do exit on click is another one that you can do. And that'll work the same way for the most part. There it is. Now that means if you just click on the window, it'll go away. And just so you know what that is, and you'll see this both in Windows and Mac. Now here I'm showing a little icon for my little Python GUI that's running down here. And keep in mind that this little GUI app comes installed with Python, both on Mac and Windows. We'll use it for both the turtle module and the TK Inter module. But that's about it for right now to get started with Python turtles. So you can do it locally, or we're going to be doing some exercises using repl.it. We'll probably use that primarily, but keep in mind that there are other options. There's not a lot of online options. repl.it and Trinket are the ones I've seen. I don't think I've seen many other ones that can do it online, but those are good ones to start with. So we're going to stay working with repl.it for our next series of videos.